If you've been keeping up with Married to Medicine, then you already know that Quad Webb and Dr. Simone Whitmore have had a roller coaster of a relationship. Once upon a time, these two were inseparable, laughing, gossiping, and standing together through thick and thin. But somewhere along the way, things took a sharp turn. And this season, that simmering tension has exploded into one of the biggest showdowns we've ever seen on the show. For weeks, fans have picked up on an undercurrent of drama between them. It started with subtle digs, side comments, and tense moments where you just knew something was brewing. And now, the floodgates have burst open. We could say this fight came out of nowhere, but let's be real, Quad and Simone's relationship has been fragile for a while. And this season, those cracks have turned into full-blown earthquakes. The root of it all? Well, it started when Quad began pulling away from the group. Whether intentional or not, Simone felt the shift, and she did not like it. The Married to Medicine ladies have always been tight-knit, even when the drama gets messy. But Quad's absence started feeling less like space and more like avoidance. She wasn't showing up as much, and when she did, she had this energy like she was there but not really there. And for someone like Simone, that's a major issue. Simone is the type to say what's on her mind, and she wasn't about to let this slide. She started calling Quad out, questioning why she was so distant and why she acted like she didn't need the group anymore. At first, it was subtle, little comments, lighthearted jabs. But when Quad kept brushing it off, Simone's patience began wearing thin. The tension only got worse when the other ladies started noticing it too. Some sided with Simone, agreeing that Quad had been acting a little too above it all. Others defended Quad, saying she had her reasons for stepping back. Either way, the group was splitting, and things were getting messier by the day. And then, we got the moment that had everyone's jaws on the floor. 1 minute, it was just another heated conversation. The next, Simone was coming for Quad's neck. And where did it happen? At a group gathering, of course. You know how these sit-downs always go. Everyone tries to keep it cute at first, but once the drinks start flowing, the gloves come off. Simone finally let loose, telling Quad straight up, "You've been giving us your ass to kiss." And let's just say that hit a nerve. Quad immediately snapped back. "Excuse me? Who exactly have I been kissing up to? Because it sure hasn't been you." At that moment, the room got real quiet. It was one of those moments where you feel the shift, like things just got real, and there's no coming back from it. But Simone wasn't done. "You act like you're too good for this group. Like we're just extras in the Quad Webb show." Quad wasn't having it. "I don't have time for these fake accusations. If I wanted to distance myself, trust me, you wouldn't see me at all." The tension was thick, and the other ladies were stuck, some looking away, others watching like they had front-row seats to the biggest showdown of the season. And honestly, it kind of was. Just when you thought it couldn't get messier, the Married to Medicine reunion trailer dropped. And let's just say, if you thought Quad and Simone were done, oh no, this was just the warm-up. The teaser gave us just enough chaos to know that this reunion is about to be a battlefield. Andy Cohen, as always, tried to play peacemaker. But let's be honest, he was just there for the front-row drama like the rest of us. And with the way Quad and Simone's tension has been building, there was no way they were going to sit on that reunion couch and not go at it. One of the biggest moments teased? Quad and Simone round 2. The unfinished business from their explosive argument spilled over, and this time they weren't holding back. In the clip, Simone is still coming for Quad's attitude, accusing her of acting like she's above the group. And Quad, she was locked and loaded, firing shots right back. Simone's voice cuts through the chaos. "You alienate yourself and then act like the victim." Without missing a beat, Quad claps back. "Oh, so now I'm the problem? Maybe take a look at who's actually been stirring the pot, Simone." And listen, you could feel the tension through the screen. Even the other cast members looked like they didn't know whether to step in or just let them go at it. But the real moment that had everyone gagged? Quad standing up, throwing her hands in the air, and saying, "I'm not about to keep explaining myself to people who don't even listen." It was giving storming off the set energy. And if we know anything about Married to Medicine reunions when things reach that level, it's serious. But here's the thing, this isn't just about one argument. This fight is a symptom of a much bigger issue. Because let's be real, is this really just about Quad distancing herself? Or is there deeper resentment bubbling under the surface? Quad's been on her own wave lately. New relationships, new business moves, and honestly, she hasn't been as involved with the group drama. But Simone? She's always been the type to value loyalty and friendships. And to her, Quad's actions don't scream loyal. They scream, "I'm too good for y'all now." And then there's the elephant in the room. Outside relationships stirring the pot. Quad's been seeing someone new, and that's definitely shifted her focus. Meanwhile, Simone has stayed loyal to certain cast members, which only makes this divide even messier. So the real question is, can they fix this? Or is this officially the end? Because let's be honest, we've seen fights before. But this one feels different. Friendships have survived worse on this show. But something about Quad and Simone's fallout just hits differently. And if the reunion tells us anything, neither one of them is backing down anytime soon. And of course, the Married to Medicine fanbase is not quiet about their opinions. The second that episode aired, social media went crazy. Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, everywhere you turned, people had thoughts. Some fans are riding with Simone, saying she was just speaking facts. They feel like Quad has been distant and acting like she's above the group. One Twitter user wrote, "Simone was saying what the rest of the ladies were too scared to say. Quad wants to come around when it benefits her, but when it's time to actually bond, she's MIA. Call it out, sis." But then there's Team Quad. Her supporters think Simone went way too far. One Reddit user said, "Simone needs to stop acting like she's some victim. She's been shady towards Quad for seasons. Now she's mad that Quad doesn't care anymore? So now we gotta ask, who's actually in the wrong here? So let's settle this, Team Quad or Team Simone. Drop your pick in the comments. Because the way the internet is split, we need receipts to see where y'all stand. The tea is boiling, but where does this leave Quad and Simone? Are we looking at a permanent friendship funeral? Or is there still hope? One thing's for sure, this season isn't over yet, and the mess is far from done. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. That's all for today. See you in the next one. If you thought this drama was wild, wait until you see what's next. You know I always keep the tea hot, and trust me, my next video is serving up an even messier situation that'll have you shook. We're talking about jaw-dropping moments, shady receipts, and drama so thick, you'll need a whole team of doctors to diagnose it. The streets and social media are talking, and you don't want to miss the latest chaos that's about to unfold. If you've been loving the Married to Medicine drama so far, then my next video is a must-watch. There's more behind-the-scenes tea, more explosive confrontations, and of course, more of the unfiltered truth that the cameras didn't catch. You already know I bring the real breakdown, so go ahead and click over to my next video because trust me, it's even messier than this one. Plus, I want to hear your thoughts. Who do you think is really in the wrong? Is there any way to fix these broken friendships? Or are we witnessing the point of no return? Drop down in the comments and let me know. But first, grab your popcorn, hit that like button, and head over to my next video because the drama train is not stopping anytime soon. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and turn on those notifications because when the tea is this hot, you need to be the first to sip it. So what are you waiting for? Click that next video, and let's dive into the mess together.